Okay. All right. Bring us in with some rap hippie. And then our live streamer. Okay, go here. Turn you off. And we are good to go, bro. Okay, I just feel like my camera's a little too hot. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. And then that damn wire is still giving me shit. Okay, that's gonna pop.
Oh yeah, I got that shit in my teeth right now. Clear to go now.
You got it?
I was like, I'm gonna be fucking with this the whole show. People are gonna think I'm like, yeah, I'm all.
Get off his stuff, right? All right, I'm gonna start the live stream. I don't know if you
Cool.
want to watch it from your phone real quick. We're gonna be muted, and then of course I'll bring us in. Okay?
Cool.
Let's
Do I just go to the page or?
Yeah, you can just go to Social Plug Media. Okay, let's see here. Okay, and then let's go live. We're gonna loop this, hit this.
It's like Willy Wonka, that chocolate factor like brown skin. And I got a bad Latina looking like Selena. Go ahead, tell all your friends that my girlfriend got a girlfriend. I can't lose in this life, I was born to win. Fuck all the criticism, man, you gotta keep going. What you slowing down for? Let her see the downfall. Gotta keep this ball rolling, yeah. And I make this bitch bounce, dog, like a damn 6-4. It's like Willy Wonka, that chocolate. It's like Willy Wonka, that chocolate factor like brown skin. And I got a bad Latina looking like Selena. Go ahead, tell all your friends that my girlfriend got a girlfriend. I can't lose in this life, I was born to win. Fuck all the criticism, man, you gotta keep going. What you slowing down for? Let her see the downfall. Gotta keep this ball rolling, yeah. And I make this bitch bounce, dog, like a damn 6-4. This that real hip hop still flowing. I said, bitch, I'm from Decca, sipping on that old, but I'm not from Odessa. Big booty hole when I put it on the mesa. Eat it like a fresa, every day a fiesta. Poodle beach a party, and she gon' ride it weed loud like a Harley. And I'm on time for 20, never tardy. Shorty real neat, brown skin like a Barbie. Tryna tie me down, I'm a dog, not a corgi. I'm a big bully, tail real ragging every time I see the booty. Blow so sick that I really got the cootie. Still on the grind, I ain't talking about the goodies. List Netflix and chill, I ain't talking about a movie.
What is up, everybody? What is going on? Give me just a second here to get all fixed up. Hey man, shout out to Rap Hippie there. That was Rap Hippie. We had him on the show last week with Jerry, DJ Jerry. So make sure you go check out that episode. It is on our Facebook page. It is on our YouTube, and we were going to repost it with as well, so you'll be able to check that out. So make sure you go check them out again. Rap Hippie, turn it up, man. Thanks for everybody watching. I hope you're having a great afternoon. Obviously, you are here on the Social Plug Media page on Facebook. That's right. We are plugged in. I heard it. I heard
Yeah,
it.
dude,
That's
that's the
how I
power
introduced
click.
the guests here to say, yeah, we are plugged in, baby. Let's go. And again, thanks for watching, whether you're on Facebook, on the Social Plug Media page, or even Kick Rock. So we are kicking rocks today. And I have my buddy Johnny Duncan in the house. What's up, Johnny?
What up?
You doing all right, brother?
I'm good, man.
Hey, Johnny came ready to vibe, man. He came with shades. He knew what was
Dude,
going on.
I've
You
been
know what I'm
watching,
saying?
you know. I figured if I was gonna come through, I had to throw shades on.
You had to be ready, man. Hell yeah. So, guys, if you are watching, do me a favor. Let me know you can hear me. Let me know everything's going good out there. Let me know you're watching out there. And where are you at? What's going on? Are you at work? Are you
On
being a
the are
jabroni at home?
you
You
on the
know?
toilet right now? It's possible. I've seen this podcast on the toilet before.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, I mean, hopefully, I don't know how to take that one. Like,
Hey, man,
hey, at least you're
you ever
watching,
go to the
right?
bathroom without your phone? I
You're
don't think so.
supporting. Okay, no. I think that's a thing now, right? Everybody used to read a newspaper or magazine. Now it's you
Yeah,
gotta have your phone.
they used to have like the little stack like in the bathroom, just a little sectional that you can choose from. Now that's not even a thing that furniture stores sell. What's the
It's
point?
nothing,
You
right?
know,
That's crazy,
just a little
bro.
phone holder.
Yeah, and you can even, dude. You know what needs to be created? You need to start putting wipes in restrooms for your phone. Like, dude,
Yeah,
that's pretty gross for people that don't, yeah, that do that
dude,
as well.
Dookie face. People are doing it, man.
It's freaking
I mean,
crazy.
yeah,
So what's up, man? What you been up to, bro? I know it's been a while since we've kind of had you on the show. It's been a while since I've actually got to sit and chat with you, man.
yeah.
And
Nice.
so what's been going on lately, bro?
Man, I've been just kind of swamped, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, so a couple months back, or last month, I guess, it just time makes it feel like a couple months now. But in March, I put together a team, the South Austin Art Project, and
Hmm.
we ran the South Austin Mural Initiative. So it was like a mural festival. It was also like a bar crawl, and so that was kind of a lot of my focus in March. And I mean, the whole project came together in January and kind of had to snowball its way through those months up to the big weekend. And
Yeah.
then after that, I had to shift focus 100% to working on my solo exhibition.
Heck yeah.
So that opened first Friday of this month.
Okay.
And
And where's this at again?
so this is at Creative Eye at the Blue Star Arts Complex in San Antonio.
Okay.
And the closing reception is this Thursday, 7 to
Hell
9.
yeah.
So
How did this is is this the second time you've been there now?
my third solo
Third? Okay,
exhibition
third solo.
at that area, but
Mm-hmm.
the second time in this gallery.
That area is legit, bro. I
Yeah.
like fits like creativity, I guess, in a way, right? Like
Well,
it's just a different spot too.
they just like have so much going on. Like they're kind of closed like most of like during the week, but then
Mm-hmm.
the weekends they go kind of hard and do like a big first Friday, and
Yeah.
they're doing third Thursdays now, and there's always like live music and all these vendors, and there's so many stops to make, and little sushi bar and cafe and all these like just spots to chill.
Oh
And
yeah. I feel like it was a good vibe last time I had went, and the second. I guess it was your second one. The last time I had went, and no, just everything's just a good vibe out there. Honestly, I've been in San Antonio a lot lately. I've
yeah,
really enjoyed what San Antonio's been offering, and just in that whole area, it's pretty legit. You can get a good time out there, good date night, or just go out there and have some fun. And Riverwalk's right there as well, correct?
yeah, I mean, it's everything's pretty close in Southtown. I feel like all the things you want to go to. I even had like friends that were hosting an event that was almost down the street, and they're doing a bunch of live painting and had live music, like a demonstration that was kind of like a my friend he put together this sort of contraption that shoots light out of it. Like you're simulating spray painting, and you're doing it with light on this like light reactive board. And so anybody and everybody, kids and everybody, got to come out and pretty much try their hand at some hand styles and some
That's cool,
tags
man.
that are just they disappear after like almost a minute or a couple seconds or something like that. And so yeah, there's I mean everywhere. around, there was always something cool going on, you know?
Yeah. Oh heck yeah, man. It's good stuff, bro. I'm glad that there's stuff out there that's y'all being able to do that as well. So what's up with New Braunfels? Have you done a First Friday? Have you been kind of been focusing on what you got going on yourself?
Yeah, when Downtowner closed, I just kind of decided, I mean, with the South Austin Art Project that we jumped on, and then my solo exhibition, I kind of didn't have time for a lot of other things.
Hmm.
I'm still like on commission projects and stuff, and
Yeah.
like in the middle of like some murals and logos, and
What
but
kind of different jobs are you getting with that, man? I bet you that's pretty interesting. I would think that's what would be the most interesting out of it all, right?
yeah, yeah.
Hey, here's a spot, and this is what I kind of want, or how's that been working?
Oh, it's
Is that me
good.
or you, by the way?
That's you, man. My
Is that
shit's on
me?
vibrate. I came prepared, man. You see the
You are.
shades?
Look at that. That's horrible. It's like, is that me or you? That's actually both of my phones. I apologize, everybody. I was like, where the hell is that
It's just dinging, man.
dinging coming from? Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I I don't know. This is all too much for me to do by myself, honestly, just managing everything right now.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah, man. I bet.
But yeah, I'm working with Remax Realty to do like a media room like entrance way for them.
Oh, hell yeah. They're at their
Uh
office?
yeah, yeah, just down the
Yeah, right
street.
down the street from where we're at.
I'm in talks with the Children's Museum to
Okay.
do a mural with them. Um, then there's a big project in Seguin that's like two walls. I'll talk more about that another time. That's a cool project that's launching. And then I mean, I'm working on a t-shirt design for Bootleggers. Dave, the draft is coming, man. It's actually I'm really close to being done, so
Oh
it's looking
yeah.
good. I'm
Dave's a
excited.
cool cat, man.
Oh, dude, I love what they're
Dude,
doing over
I
there,
didn't know
man.
that dude could hoop, bro. I mean, I don't know if
Really?
he still does hoop, but that's how I met him. A good buddy of mine, Joe. Oh, Joe
Nice.
Tristan, you know Joe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we were hooping with Joe, and Joe brings out, some of those guys, and then, Dave. I mean, this had been like 10, 12 years ago, maybe,
Yeah.
maybe,
I
maybe.
bet he's still got it,
Oh,
dude.
I bet he does, man. Yeah, I bet he's still out there can hoop still, man. But
Yeah,
Dave's so fucking cool, man. Bootlegger shout out, Oyster Bar shout out, man. They always
yeah.
got great stuff going on over there. I was there last night, shit. But yeah, man. So like, what is like you said, you're getting on these jobs. Would you say that you just started getting these big jobs in New Braunfels? Like, I feel like,
Man, I feel like New
you know,
Braunfels still is maybe a little slower. Most of my jobs are in San Antonio, Seguin, and Austin.
mm,
Sometimes I
that you
do
find
go to
that
Canyon
so
Lake.
weird, bro.
Very
And I
weird.
was actually talking with Jerry about this the other day too. Like, we're just so shocked that a lot of people haven't, in New Braunfels hasn't, gravitated to what you do here. And I mean,
Yeah.
what you can
I
do,
mean, I
but
get it.
I guess it's just the vibe as well. You know what I mean? How do you feel about that?
That's a good question. So my thing is that I think that most people are just kind of scared to like the thing is if you give me the chance, you give me the opportunity, because I think a lot of people think I'm just good at one thing, or I have like one way about going things, and it's like, nah, most of the time I'm just doing what I want, but doesn't mean I can't like interpret what you've got and still spin it in my way, and we have like a you know a really nice like meeting in the middle of visions,
Yeah.
and it's something that's beneficial to both of us. And so anytime someone gives me free reign, that's when the good shit happens,
Oh
you
yeah.
know? Like I did a Dolly Parton mural in someone's home in Austin, and that's like you wouldn't think I would do a Dolly Parton mural.
Yeah.
But
Hell
I
no.
did, and it was a bit of a challenge for me because I typically stray away from like any sort of realism or anything, but
Hmm.
I've been kind of like leaning more towards like pop art and playing in that direction. So I was like, oh, it's in the neighborhood. I'll take this on, and they love it. I love it. I would hope that Dolly loves it. But it was still like very much like a Jenkins 2D piece where, she's in space and it's like kind of abstract, like lots of motion and energy, like with colors, and then she's like in this bed of clouds, and it's Dolly, so she was busty in the clouds,
Hell
and then
yeah. How
um
big was this piece? Like,
it's like above their in-home bar, like so it was like 9 feet long, 5 feet tall, I think.
oh
It's
shit.
just like above like the
Is
counter and
is
the
this on your
fridge.
Instagram or anything? People can go
Yeah,
check it out. It's on
yeah.
your Instagram?
She's in there, yeah.
Okay. Heck yeah, man.
There's like, I did so much research on Dolly Parton that I learned that she like makes like fruit cocktail. And I was so lost on how to like work this concept out. So I was like, I got to that point where I was going crazy, and I was like, the coded colors and the butterfly, all that stuff I was looking into, and then I was like, what if all the fruits from the fruit cocktail were like, in this, because I tried to do this like, there's a song too where she has, I can't remember what it's called right now, but it's something about an island, and I was like, oh, that's pretty sick. We could work in an island, and then throw in the fruit cocktail and all this. It's like a fruit cocktail pie or cake or something. Then so I was stretching, and then I was like, no, 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 like back to basics, and like figured it out. And then that was like the direction they were the happiest with.
Well, that's good, man. I mean, and I would say, like, man, like, even the piece that I bought from you, people come into my game room, and people that have never, obviously that are new, they're like, dude, that's badass. Like, who did that? And then I'll tell them who you are, and then they go look up your stuff, and they're like, dude, this dude has a, like, I wonder what he's thinking sometimes. You know what I mean? Because like it's crazy. Like even I'll even put up a photo right now, guys that are watching. So this photo right here is the one that, oh, wrong one. This one actually is pretty cool. I like it, but if you look at it at first, you're like, wait, what is that? And
I'm gonna
obviously,
pull up
yeah,
this
pull up
feed.
your phone real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. It's the bacon one with the egg, right? So can you kind of explain
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the creativity in that and what came out of that, man?
So I've always messed with like I did one piece back in like I think it was 2011 or 2000, I don't know. It was a long time ago where I did this like bacon and egg thing, and I called it the perfect romance. Also, it was known
The
as
perfect romance.
Bae,
That's awesome.
BAE, bacon and egg. And then I don't know. I've always been into like pulp art and pop art and
Oh, okay.
romance, like cliche stuff like that. And I've always thought it'd just be fun to spin it. So I've done this just over the years in different ways, and I'll reference like different, famous pieces, but like kind of deconstruct them and twist them up. And that was one of the ones that I actually did for my solo exhibition, and it's on display
Yeah.
at Creative Eye right now.
Okay.
And it was definitely the crowd favorite. It's definitely like from what I gathered, everyone that like the thousands of people that came that night are just like this is the one, and I've gotten a lot of asks about it, but it's
Yeah.
it's
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 so
really
cool,
just
bro.
it's a no-brainer to me at this point. I'm like, I love this stuff. I love bacon and eggs.
Yeah, even
Like
like, and I'm gonna show the
I love the absurdity of it, but it's also so deep. It's called It's Almost Noon.
it's
And so
almost
it's
noon.
like, and then she's got the tear coming down, the broken yolk, and it's like, breakfast is almost over.
Oh, you're like, oh no. No, that's so cool though, bro. And even like the one where she's eating, I'm showing that one right now too again. She's eating the egg and then the egg's on top of her head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then yeah, I kind of always see your detail, bro. Like even when you have the I forget the character's name, but you have the little character in the yolk
Kaiju.
there. What is it
Oh,
again?
that it's just like the eye.
Yeah.
Those are like the pupils.
Yeah, yeah. So that's freaking awesome, bro. And
Thanks,
then the
man.
Whataburger too, huh? So I saw, is this a newer Whataburger art that you're doing or what's going on?
Yeah, so after I was featured in the Whataburger Museum of Art, like on their like digital gallery on Instagram and
Yeah.
everything, um, I picked up a bunch more of those fry containers. I went into a Whataburger and I
And
was
they gave you
like,
some?
hey, I was like, I told them about it, and they're like, I don't know what that is. And I was like, that's weird. I feel like you should know. But
Yeah, you should.
they were like, "What do you need?" And I was like, "What can you give me?" And he's like, "You want fry containers, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, how much?" And I was like, "As
What
much
can
as
you
you will
give me,
give me."
man? Hell
And
yeah.
so my son took a lot of them. He paints
That's
on them
what's
and stuff
up.
too. But yeah, I did do like six new ones for this show.
Hmm.
I was gonna do nine, but I did like 21 pieces for the show. So
Are
um,
you selling the Whataburger
yeah.
as well? The
Two of
piece?
them went
Okay.
already that
Oh,
I know
nice.
of. One was like we had a preview night before the opening reception, and someone came and scooped up the kaiju one I have, and then I think the you were showing the girl that ate the. I'm pretty sure that one sold. Yeah, the girl
Yeah,
that's
the
eating the
egg,
burger.
the burger. Okay.
Yeah, I think that one also got scooped.
Yeah, I have the one. I'll show this one right now too to everybody. This one's actually the where she's eating the ramen out of
Uh, a nude to no
Kaiju's.
bases is what that
Yeah.
one's called.
Hell yeah, man.
That's one of my favorites.
Is are you a big anime fan, obviously, right?
Yeah, man.
What's kind of been your anime? Like your
Uh,
go-to?
so I've been watching Jujutsu Kaisen. which is cool. I think I'm late on it, and I feel like it's been maybe a little
Oh,
overhyped to
I'm late
me.
on all this, bro. My godson's like making me feel bad because I'm like, I'm trying to catch up and I don't feel like I'm ever gonna catch
Yeah,
up, you know?
there's no way really.
Yeah, right? It's
It's
just so
like,
much.
yeah. Well, so my favorite ones are the ones you can do in a like a season, and then it's done, and you don't
Okay.
have to like you don't have to sweat like 500 or 1,000 episodes or something. Like even 50's like I'm like, "Ah, I don't know, because I can't play video games, like with commitment. I can't. Same thing with like shows. It's hard for me to watch stuff. Like that's why movies are better because I can like sit down and then like get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Because I'm always
See,
I'm working a
yeah.
lot, or I'm being a dad, or so it's like that's kind of what we focus on, and
Yeah. If I catch myself watching a show, bro, I gotta watch it all like within that night or
yeah,
the next day, and then like, okay, I gotta move on. I can't sit for a long, like, constant nights doing that. You know,
yeah, yeah.
I have to watch wrestling, so that's takes away a lot of my time with that too. So, but yeah,
That's what throws me off about people that are into sports. I'm like, dude, you guys dedicate
yeah,
so much time. Like, there's
yeah,
so much information, and I just look at it. I'm like, plus I can't care. It's like it's just not in me to care about that shit. But I'll go to the parties and I'll drink and I'll eat or whatever. But it's like I don't know. Like even I was
it's a
around some hockey fans the other night,
yes,
and it's like a whole nother world. And they have like a hockey draft, and you're like, damn, dude, they get into
they
it.
get
Like,
into this
which is
shit.
cool. Like I'm glad people do that shit.
Yeah,
Sometimes I'm jealous. I'm like, damn, like you could just walk into any bar and be like call out a team, and
yeah.
someone's like, hey, or someone's like, fuck you, and I'm just like fucking painting.
So the colors I picked up today. Yeah, no,
Yeah, I'll be like, I got some new paint.
it's
It's sick.
crazy, man. Like my these, the fantasy drafts for football, like I can't do any of that. I can't keep up with it. I used to be obviously so into NBA because I'm a basketball coach, but even today I really don't watch a lot of basketball as much as I even though I coach it, you know.
Yeah.
And people freak out on that. And I'm like, dude, I had to get away from it sometimes. Even when I was doing pro wrestling, I got to a point where I wasn't even watching WWE because I had to get away from wrestling. Do you ever feel like you just got to get away from art? You know what I mean?
I think the only time I feel like that is when like I'm in a pinch and I'm like, fuck, am I fucking up? And then but then all of a sudden like something miraculous happens and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm never like really tired of it or anything.
Yeah.
Like it's plus it's so personal.
Yeah, I was
So
about to say so self.
it's
Yeah.
like I'm not relying on anybody to do this thing. Like I don't need like obviously I want to share it and I like consider it to be something like a gift that I am giving to everybody to anybody that cares or whatever, but
Hmm.
it's like I mean I would do it no matter what.
Yeah.
And and if anything I still can't do it enough. And then maybe it's hard to have like the capacity, the bandwidth to like do it all the time too, but
Yeah.
I don't know. If anything, I'm pretty good about rest, man. Like I was telling you, I was like Mondays are
Yeah.
pretty
Usually your
light.
rest days.
Sometimes I gotta hit it hard and like, but right now I'm in a spot where it's like, okay,
Yeah. It
I'm
cha-
gonna take I'm gonna take my time.
Yeah,
You
it
know?
changes your mindset when you can take your Monday off. It does, man. Like to be able to go through a weekend, depending on what you do, and then to have Monday off when everybody, most, I don't know the numbers, but I would say a good percentage of at least Americans is to go to work on Monday morning. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So it's like, to have that feel. I get a lot of shit from my friends. They're like, you don't have to go to work tomorrow. I was like, well, I have to do podcasting. Like, I mean, I guess you can consider it work. I have fun, but
yeah.
when you're having fun, you ain't working, you know what I mean? So, whatever it is. So you mentioned earlier that you're realizing you're doing more and it's kind of a lot for you. Have you kind of have you got an assistant? Are you getting help? Are you putting some of this on somebody else to help you out a little bit? Or are you really just taking this all in?
I'm just doing it, man. I always have to. I mean, I'm just more organized than I was, so it's allowed me to, kind of book things out. Like I've really like there's a lot of projects right now that you know are going to take a lot of time, and
Hmm.
they cost a lot too. So it's like, all right, well this month there's going to be like these two or three murals, and maybe there's little things in between. Like sometimes I get asked to do like like a panel, or I recently went and did like a spray paint demo at like a kid's like art school. And
Nice.
then I sometimes I come to podcasts.
Right?
But yeah, no, I think it's just like it's good to it's a good problem to feel this swamped, but
Hmm.
I'm also considering like, all right, man, like let's look at this. Like, no one can do my job.
Yep.
No one's telling me how to do it and all this. I have to stay on my ass, so I do, but I also have to take care of myself.
And
And
how do you
that's
do that? How do you keep yourself disciplined?
for some reason, since January, it's been really easy to wake up and work out.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, you're working out now?
Yeah, yeah.
Because you never really worked out before,
No,
right?
I did like for a while in like 2015, like
Yeah.
before I went to London. I was like, I'm going to London, man. But yeah, no,
So that's a
I've been
change,
doing
eh?
that since January, and then it got to a point where it was like really easy that it was hard to make art. Like I could work out and be done, and then be like, all right, man, kind of like hungry and kind of just feeling chill now, and my head wasn't in it, but I was kind of going through some shit too,
Yeah, no,
and
absolutely.
and but and I don't know. Now I feel like it's so easy, and I've always had like really great like ideas. Things would like work themselves out like while I'm running or whatever. So I like work out at my house, and then I'll run and then chill at the river and like just get my think on, and then bounce, like run back home, and then shower, and
Hmm.
then sometimes I'll hit that cold like finish note,
Yeah, hell
and
yeah.
then like in the shower, and then yeah, then I get dressed and I start my day. I installed this light in I my like little studio, and it's just the perfect like work light. So now I can work like through the night, and so I don't know, man. I just got to do it. It feels like there's nothing else to do but do it. So that's all
Yeah.
there is. And because I got to take care of my boy, I got to take
Oh
care of
yeah.
me, and I just want to be like the best version of myself, and so I can shape him
Oh
towards
yeah,
that,
man.
and
He really looks up to you, bro. And whenever I did that piece on you during your exhibition, is that what you call it?
yeah,
Right? Your exhibition at downtown New Braunfels. When I got to hang out with you that day and I recorded you, and guys that haven't seen that video, it's on YouTube as well. Uh, it was really cool because you got to see him just like be around, and yeah, you're yes, you got to be dad, yes, you got to work, and he's just there, obviously he's with you, but it's just different because you just see him and you just see it, just kind of see him just kind of thinking and having fun, and he's one of those kids that kind of really enjoys and sees the scenery, man,
yeah.
and
He loves to go to everything, man.
really,
He's
yeah.
yeah.
That's awesome, man.
He
So do you see him like coloring now? And I like you said the Waterburger card. So is he starting to really catch on to coloring and doing things like that too?
Oh, he's light years ahead of that, man.
Really?
Yeah, dude, he's done murals.
What? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So when we were doing the South Austin Art Project, like our first activation
Okay.
was Sammy South Austin Mural Initiative. We had like 12 or 13 stops on this bar crawl, and there was like mural activations at all of them, like whether it be like at
Hmm.
venues or walls we constructed and brought over there, and at the end of it, you end up at the Stinson Expo, and we turn that into like it's like this kind of warehouse that we filled with murals all over the place, and
That is
even
so cool.
and so when we came in on the first wave, I was working on my big mural, and
Hmm.
then so there's like a clip of like me working, and then I've got like one of those like crazy like staircase ladders,
Batters,
and
yeah,
like
yeah.
and so I'm like up and down that, and then it pans over, and then Julius is on the wall next to me, and he's using paint markers, and he's like just making he made this really sick like Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla
Uh-huh.
picture, and then what he did was he took a picture of it on his tablet and then added stickers and text to it on like on his picture, and
Oh,
then he
geez, that's
transferred that
awesome.
over and painted it on the wall, and then he gave the picture a border, which was supposed to be his tablet,
Yeah.
and then his hands
Or
holding
on the
it, and like
tablet.
and that
Oh
he's
my
like, Dad,
God.
this is me showing you my picture, and it's like he mixed mediums, man. Like that kid's fucking, he's got it, dude.
That's so.
He's
All
he's
right.
gonna
So
take my job.
you
Like,
have these photos, right? Obviously, while
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Okay.
I
So
got some
guys in the
footage and stuff
edit,
too.
when you rewatch this in the edit, I'll put it in the edit so you'll be able to see what he's talking about. That is so cool, man.
Yeah, he's
So he's
good,
definitely
man.
catching on to all this,
He
man.
goes to all the mural jams. Like he goes to like, I mean, it's funny because like one of my best friends, he goes by Fish
Hmm.
in Austin. His daughter, they're like best friends, my son and they don't get to see each other a lot, but when they do, like they bro
Yeah.
out hard.
Hell
And so they're
yeah.
running around the mural jam, they're doing their thing, and they watch us. They all know like the deal. They watch us
Yeah.
paint. I've seen that little girl like slap stickers like a boss, like on things like tagging dumpsters and stuff. It's awesome. But yeah, no,
That's so cool, man. And
it's
how does that make you feel, bro, knowing that you're making that impact on him?
I wish I had me,
Oh
like
yeah.
so it's cool to see him like, and I mean his birthday just passed,
Yeah, it was just
and
a couple weeks ago, right?
it was like last month.
Was it
It was
last
like
month?
about a
Okay.
month ago now, and we were on the way to like urban air. We had this whole day planned, so we were just making all these stops. It was just like me and him,
Yeah.
and on the way, like we left Bonsai because he loves to eat there, and
Hmm.
then I was like, well, let's just walk over to urban air. He's got a pass, and then uh, he's like, Dad, he's like, it's so cool that you made me an artist. And it was just like,
Oh,
and
that's
I was
awesome.
just like, I was like, we can't go into urban area yet. Hold on a second.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Still thinking of why.
Yeah, but
Well,
yeah,
that's
he's a
awesome,
really cool
man.
kid, man. He's my best friend, and sometimes it's funny because he's a smart ass too, like
Yeah.
me, and so I have to deal with that, and I sometimes I'm just like, that's my boy, you know?
That's me, but that's my boy.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I did this to myself.
Hell yeah, man. Well, that's great, bro. Because like I said, man, I've seen that, relationship. And how old is he now?
7.
He's 7?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, and he's doing that much great in work and getting it down, bro. That's all
yeah.
awesome, man. That's freaking awesome. So, dude, what is like what's a project that you want to do that's in your brain that you like is something you can't do today, but you know you can do it later on, or that's your goal is to do it later on.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of those. Let's see. I mean, honestly, there's just so many. There's a lot of room for like local collaboration that hasn't been like tapped into yet.
Mhm.
And I think the problem, and this is kind of going back to what we were talking about earlier, like how I feel sort of like underutilized in New Braunfels right now.
Yeah.
Uh, because a lot of the other cities are giving me more love. Um, I think people don't know what's possible. They don't know
Mhm.
what I'm capable of. They don't know like how to make the pieces fit. But I know that people are interested, or it's there's an energy about like what's going on today, especially in New Braunfels, like
Oh yeah.
just the growth and the change. It's like,
Yeah.
man, I mean, I've been in this, I've been in this bitch for about 18 years now.
Oh yeah.
So
Hey, bro, I've been doing basketball for 20 years too, man,
yeah,
and so I hear you on it. And that's where like I was thinking about this all past couple 2 days because we had this talk the other day at the bar, right? And I was like, man, I love this town, bro, but it's crazy to see the how everything's transitioning and the love is. Don't get me wrong, we get the love out of it, the people, but where the love should be coming from, we're not in ways. And I can sit here and gripe and bitch about it in ways, but um, you're doing more than I am in the community. Like, what I mean by that, like, your work being seen. You know what I mean? Like, my work is in the gym and people talk about it. They don't, it's so different.
mm,
But either way, I just feel like the community is changing here, man. And I don't know if it's for the good or the bad yet, because there's a lot of new people here. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it at all. I feel like we're getting away from those people that has grown this community.
yeah,
So I don't know. It's just a feel for myself from what I've seen over the years. And do I get like my work is no longer here no more, bro. Like all my work's in Canyon Lake,
mm,
and that's very now when I sit here, I'm like it's a little upsetting because there's 3 blocks away from me. There's a gym that isn't able to be used, and sometimes I can use it, sometimes I can't. There was a gym that's 2 blocks right here, right behind us, that got taken away and they use it into something else. Like basketball's treated like a stepchild here.
Yeah.
There's no, and then the district and the schools don't let us use our gym sometimes. Really, it's most of the year. So it's just like it's crazy how, and again, that's my world, but I
Hmm.
see it in everybody else's as well, like from restaurants, bar owners, things like that. And you're seeing a big difference here. And hopefully, again, I see change. Is it bad? No. Is it good? Not all the time, but you can see the change. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So it's
I
just
think
crazy.
I think a lot of that too is I've seen like we'll call them the newbies,
Mm-hmm.
they're more apt to like making the new things, doing the new things. And then, most of the time it's like I feel like there is a lot of resistance towards taking steps towards new for a lot of businesses. And there's a lot of people that
Yeah.
aren't worried about that and that are doing those fun, exciting things and that are locally driven and have been here for a long time. And so, I mean, I think it's a constant, like, you know, it's in constant flux about like what's good and what's bad for the community or whatever. Cause I think a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
just aren't realizing like, man, I've probably said this shit on the last podcast and the last one and the last one, but this is going to be the heart of a metropolis, at least part of it, that one
Mm-hmm.
ventricle. And it's it's important that we take care of this place.
Yeah.
And I love to honor, sure, all the traditional shit
Mm-hmm.
that this place is built on, but we need to embrace what's also new and in front of us. I mean, it's the point of having kids and shit, right? Like,
Yep.
it's we're not only passing things down, but they're going to carry the torch forward,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to have experiences and ideas that we've never had. And I think it's the same thing with like arts and community. Like we need to be open to that. And I think, there's I think that's going to do us better. I feel
Yep.
like, and that's what is good to see about, like, you know it's nice to see like when someone is trying to, like again, like the Remax gig that I have. That's awesome.
Yeah.
The whole point of that thing is that they want to do something new themselves and something exciting and something that no one's done before, and they also want to carry it with them and bring that to people and share that and help everyone uplift themselves and
Yeah.
each other around them. And I firmly believe that, like, me doing my art is a part of that. And you doing what you do, getting the opportunity to even coach and
Yeah.
do all that is
Mm-hmm.
it's really important. And I think there's people who are really privy to that right now. And then there's people that are just stuck in their ways.
Yeah.
And I mean,
And yeah, you can see that a lot with certain people here as well. But yeah, you're right, man. And I think that that's the good part of it, like you said, is people opening up to those things. How did Remax know about you? Did you know a certain person there
I
before?
think they told me, I think maybe they found me on Facebook or heard about me, and then they
Mhm.
found my I think they found my Facebook page.
Because that when
Yeah.
you said Remax, I mean I know exactly where you're at. And I'm like glass
Yeah.
windows. Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna paint in the front, but then you're like saying that you're gonna be doing something inside, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
something for them. and
Yeah,
and and like it's like near their training room. And
that's cool. Yeah. I love
yeah,
what you do inside the Scoop Street, bro. That that
thanks,
that
man.
looks amazing too, bro. If you're not ever been to Scoop Street, get in there, go get some ice cream.
It's delicious.
Yeah, it's
Got good
amazing.
beers.
Homemade,
Those
right?
shakes are crazy.
Yeah. They have shakes there?
Yeah.
And how long they've been doing that for a while?
A little while, yeah. Maybe
Really?
like actually maybe over a year.
Okay, I had
They
no
Dude,
idea.
keep an eye on them.
I always go in and just get
There's
like a literally just a quick scoop and I'm out. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like it's always good, man.
dude, the birthday's coming up on the 20th.
Okay.
So keep that.
Eh,
There's limited shirt
Saturday, right?
drop happening.
That's
Uh
that's this coming Saturday?
I guess, yeah.
April 20?
I guess
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
420. Yeah.
Time.
It's
Uh
crazy. Wait, so what are you doing there? I'm sorry.
I'll probably go live paint.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna like support,
Oh
and
yeah.
hang out. And
What time's that event start?
um if you go to scoopstreet.com.
Boom. Okay, I like that plug there. I like that plug, man. All right, let's see who's on the live stream real quick too. So yeah, we'll definitely have to get out to Scoop Street this Saturday. Joshua says the old wreck near Worstfest was our basketball growing up, and that was legit. The wall was out of bounds. Yeah, man. And that just I preach that to my basketball kids all the time. I'm like, man, y'all got this Dodge wreck. Y'all got four courts over here. And we had a half court, literally like a full half
Yeah.
court. Josh is right. We
Here's what we do, dude. We get a hold. We gotta find fun. Someone, yo, the kids want to play ball. They want to
yeah.
break some ankles. Here's what we do. We make an exciting new park, and I'll paint up the court, man. We'll make it
Boom.
unique, New Braunfels. Like, come on. See, these are the kind of things that the community doesn't have.
Yeah.
Like, that would be sick. Like,
Yeah.
there's so much room for opportunity, man. I'll design custom tubes. Who wants to put out limited edition tubes with me?
Dude,
Let's
there you
go. Like,
go. Boom.
like
Yeah, yeah, those are the things they should be capitalizing with you, man. Heck yeah. No, I mean, bro, like growing up, we played on the court outside till 4 in the morning on our bikes, riding bike down here, boom, down San Antonio Street. Go to
yeah,
Prince Psalms, playing ball till 4 in the morning sometimes. You don't see that shit anymore, and it's crazy, you know?
yeah.
But yeah, man, I think the communities we got to find ways to bring it all together. And sometimes it takes us people that are like us that have been here for a long time. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm loving that I'm working with. I see Rachel on here. Shout out Rachel with RCA. I love that we're working with
Oh,
RCA.
dude,
The
RCA.
things that they're doing.
That's my family. I love them.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. And so like we got an event coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, I was curious about. I remember
So
you said something about that.
yeah, the actually I'm gonna pull that up real quick, guys. I'm gonna pull this up for you because obviously it's a big event for us. Here we are. Let me bring this in. All right, so here, guys, we are going to. Let me bring that in. Sorry.
I don't know.
So here we go.
I think I'm de-shading.
Are you just shading right now?
Yeah. I'm shading.
So the first annual Rhythm and Hope benefit concert featuring the Spasmatics, guys. So get your tickets. Go ahead and go on to the our page, Facebook page. I believe we have a link on there too, and I'll make sure we drop it in the comments. But yeah, you're benefiting the River City Advocacy and Counseling Center, and they're do amazing things over there. I've been working with them for past couple months, getting footage, and about to share what we doing with them, for that event. So make sure y'all get out there. It's at the Guadalupe Brewing Company. So it's going to be a great event. Get out there, have some brews, watch the Spasmatics, and don't forget your neck braces.
That place is really cool too.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, man. I'm loving it. Speaking of, I'll get coolers for summer and customize them. Customize. Oh yeah, Joshua says she get some coolers and customize those.
Yeah.
You know Joshua Gomez?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So that's a good idea too, man.
Yeah, dude.
Sell the
I'll have
crap out
to.
of those, bro. What about the foam ones? Remember the foam? Like they still sell those foam
Probably, yeah.
ones too, right? That'd be pretty legit, but those wouldn't last that long.
Yeah.
So it's pretty
We're
crazy.
we're we're aiming for quality. Our thing needs to survive some floats, you know? Like,
Johnny's laughing at the dolly. He put the dolly.
oh yeah.
Look at Johnny, man. And shout out to my cousin Larissa. Have a great day, cousin. Proud of you. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a great day too. So, guys, we are out here again, just bringing Johnny on, man. We wanted to have a conversation with him. Man, it's been like a good. I've been trying to get him on for a couple weeks because I
Yeah.
knew he had some things coming up. I was a little upset that I couldn't get you on for South by Southwest, and I was upset that I didn't get to get out there, man. And I think that's one of the things too, bro. That man, it's cool to catch up because I want to show all my friends that are doing great things some support, man. And it's tough whenever we're grinding every day, grinding every week, and then like this, like you said, this weekend things are going on, and as I'm making my schedule for the year or the summer for basketball, you don't think about things like that when things
Yeah.
pop up. I'm like, shit, man, I really wish I could be these events. So, as much as I can share and do everything on my part, I like to help. So, guys out there that have events, anything going on like that, that's what this stuff is for. As well, we can shout out certain events that we're going to be doing, working with, but man, just keep grinding, keep working, Johnny. I mean, I
Yeah.
think it's the best thing that we can do, right?
That's
Oh, he just
about it.
shaded himself as well. He don't got no shades on no
Yeah, I
more.
de-shaded myself,
Yeah, it's a
guys.
tough one, man, to
I
wear
felt
these
like I
shades.
felt like we weren't connecting earlier, and it didn't feel right, you know?
Bro, I can't, bro, because if people look at me with sometimes my shades on, they're like, "Is that guy halfway alive, asleep? Like, what is that guy doing?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit.
I came through with him, you know?
Hell yeah. So what's up with these shirts, bro? Where can people get your shirts? Where can people see your art? Where can they find you? Can you let them know all that information?
Yeah, this shirt is actually from my solo exhibition. It was called Caved into Fantasy, and you can get it at jenkins2d.com. There's another one that's like another limited edition one that I did. It's like an alternate version of one of my paintings. And then, yeah, I mean, check out the site. Just updated it, so it's pretty current. And then, I mean, I'm on Instagram at jenkins2d. Uh, yeah, I mean. Just send me a DM. Let's see what you need for your space. Murals, paintings. You know, I'm always looking to do something fun as long as it's in my realm. So, but
Oh yeah, man. Did you I'm showing everybody right now this photo with you in the middle of these two. Obviously we saw the one with the ramen noodles. She's eating the
oh
ramen
yeah,
noodles.
that picture.
But the gentleman, what is that? A devil to the right? What is that? Can you explain
Yeah,
that?
yeah. I've been using that character for like
I like that
since
character,
like
bro.
2008 or something like that.
It's freaking cool.
He That one's actually a riff off of an Astro Boy illustration
Okay.
where he's got the same like body and he's like opening up the hatch or whatever, and his heart's intact in that one. But this one's all about, the treacherous,
Yeah,
highs and
okay.
lows of love and life and dreams and nightmare, all this stuff. So there's a lot of like positive notes and low notes, and that one's actually called System Check.
Okay.
And yeah, and that one he's got the broken 8-bit heart. But yeah, so that I usually use that character to kind of show like classic iconography of like, oh, it's feared devil kind of
Hmm.
creature, but he's like a sweetheart, and he's like, and he just wants to be loved. And so just maybe misunderstood. I don't know.
Is there gonna be like, do you feel like one day you're gonna be able to explain a lot of these characters in a different way too, other than like this? What I mean by that is like
Uh,
maybe a book or
yeah, I've thought about some of this before. I think like it would be a bigger world than what I've shown so far.
hmm
But yeah, no, I've imagined like some sort of adaptation. Like I've written like a little bit of a graphic novel.
Okay, hell
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I haven't picked it up in a long time, but yeah, I think in anything I would do, even if it wasn't necessarily like those characters in that world, like
Yeah.
they would find themselves in whatever world I'm
Mm,
working on next or whatever. So I
yeah.
because especially now I'm kind of doing way more of like mashup work and stuff like that. And so I don't know. It's kind of cool to throw these different styles together because like in the show I did like a good grip of like pop art, like Liechtenstein kind of work, and
Okay.
then I played with like anime, like mostly in this series it was all original stuff. But I also reference anime in previous works just like it's pop art because I mean
Hmm.
at this day and age it's if it's not recognized as such then that's just silly.
Yeah.
Um, and then and then of course my original stuff. But then when you put it all together, like in that gallery right now, it all looks like it's one. And so it's kind of
That's
interesting how
badass, man.
I like the kind of mashup of it all, and I think I would do something like that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I've thought about it.
That's so cool, bro. I like all your characters, man. And then you've always kind of always brought out, it makes me think, I'm like looking at it, and that's what I love about art. Is
Yeah.
like it makes you just look and think about, okay, what was he thinking when he made this? Or sometimes I guess everybody's perspective of on art or just something is different from everybody else. So it's really cool to see, man. So you're again, you'll have your deal this week up there in San
Yeah,
Antonio.
so the closing reception is Thursday,
Okay.
7 to 9 p.m. at Creative Eye. It's in the upstairs studios at Blue Star Arts Complex in San Antonio.
Okay.
Um, and yeah, I mean, that's probably your last chance to go ahead and see it because
This
I'm
Thursday.
we're closing it down after that. It's the only time all 21 pieces will be together again.
Wow.
A lot of them are going different ways
Yeah, they're all
now.
being sold.
Um, there's prints available also in gallery, and then when the show closes, I'll probably put those prints up on my shop too.
Cool, man.
Um, and then yeah, I guess Saturday is Scoop Street's birthday on 420. So
Oh,
I'll I'll be out there live painting, eating some ice cream.
Getting a
You
shake.
know,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'll definitely have to swing by there, man. I have a basketball tournament this weekend, but I'll be coming into town because I'm going to be covering an event at the Faust. So they're doing a 420 event too. So
nice,
be out there getting down, having some good time out there too. So should be good, man.
right on.
Well, Johnny, thanks for coming on, man. It was a
Yeah, man.
blast, bro. I got a couple more questions real quick before we go. Okay, this is from my Kick Rocks podcast as well.
Yeah.
If you had a wrestling name, what would your wrestling name be?
Hmm. My wrestling name would probably be Slam Duncan.
Slam Duncan.
There it is.
Slam Duncan. Hell yeah, man. Um, and then I need to understand this, bro. When like the characters that you were bringing out, right? If there is a character name for you, what would it be named?
Mm, I mean, I've got an array of some nicknames that could be in there, you know. I mean, J Dunks is a good one.
Yeah. How do you come up with these characters' names, by the way, too? Like,
So I used to not even bother naming them, and then they kind of just work themselves out. Like I called the devil guy, I just call him Dev.
okay.
And then the wolf, I just called Vice Wolf because he was always like drinking or smoking or
Yeah.
women were always around him or whatever. And then
Who is that guy?
that's the wolf
No,
character.
like in real life, like
Oh, it's me.
really?
It was me, yeah. My friends know about Wolf Johnny, so that's the
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
He's not
You
really
know,
around anymore.
no,
And
he
also I
don't
don't
go
even
on
paint
over.
that wolf that much anymore, so things have changed.
Ah,
And then Sherbert Kaiju, I just call him Kaiju, but
kaiju.
the sherbet part was because his colors, all the sorbet, like the lime and the
Yeah.
orange and the like almost magenta pink, and
Yeah.
then so they all just kind of fall into place, I guess. I don't know.
That's cool, man. All
So
right, last question. If there's a little kiddo out there wanting to do some art, whatever, what would you tell that kid? Hey man, this is where you should start. Because I know you got your little guy doing work, but just there's somebody out there just interested in doing art.
just do it. You just
Okay.
start at home. Start on your worksheet that you're done with in school and you're waiting for everyone else to finish. That's what I was doing,
Boom.
man. I'd draw on the back of my spelling test, like,
Really?
hold on, Miss Thompson, you can take this at the end. I'm not done. And then I don't know, I feel like you just gotta do it. There's no like because I mean getting into it is one thing, and then getting into like as like a career is another
Yeah.
thing.
No, for
I
sure.
don't think that you start any certain way other than like at least by doing the work. And then you can look into like, places that are sending out open calls. Like you can just, there's a lot of research to do. I think a lot of people don't realize that
Hmm.
comes with it.
Yeah.
Cause like, I mean, I get lucky to be like asked to do like a solo exhibition at Blue Star like once a year because I have a friend that owns this gallery and a friend that owns this gallery. And then I'll just kind of
Mm,
pinball back and forth or do their group shows or whatever too.
yeah.
But and then the art league thing, I had to go and like take that and like claim it and
No, yeah.
pay the way and all that. And so, but I mean, none of that would be happening if it weren't for me just being a big fan of art and doing it all the time as a
Hmm.
kid.
Yep.
So I even tell the kids that I was with like a couple weeks ago, just like, hey, like, just do what you want, like don't stop doing what you want when it comes to your art, and the rest will come. Like you'll figure it out, you'll get better, you'll learn how to do it. You're gonna fall on your face on some ideas, but it's all part of it. So it's just a matter of just doing it. That's
No,
all it
yeah.
ever
That's
really
awesome.
was for anything,
Yeah.
anywhere. you know
Just do it.
yeah,
Take the
yeah,
Nike approach,
they
like MC
fucking
Jesse
they
says.
they did it, man.
Yeah. Well, Johnny, again, thanks for coming on, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah.
Good luck with everything you got going on, bro. I'm sure you're gonna keep growing, doing great things. And then you have something going on here, right? You have your solo, right?
Well, hold on before we get to that.
Okay.
On the 27th, I don't know which camera I'm on.
That one right there.
All right, on the 27th, I'm all pointing at fucking nobody. On the 27th at Prince Psalms Inn, I am uh I am honored to be a part of a group show called Revel, that's with three other amazing local artists. You have Brooke Treadwell that also does Ala Prima Art Studio. And then, of course, you have Stationary Bakery. Her name is Sarah, but you'll know her artwork from the local. And Sarah Heinbach, I think is how you say that. I've never said it before. I've only read it really. So sorry, Sarah, other Sarah. But these ladies usually put on this yearly group show, and this one will be we're doing like a one night like pop up at Prince Salm's Inn on the 27th of this month. So that I'll be debuting a new piece in there as well, and along with some works that are coming back from this show. And then later this year, yes, I will be at the New Braunfels Art League for a solo exhibition. I'm crazy, so I'm doing two solo exhibitions this year. But yeah, that'll be in September, and that'll run for about 6 weeks alongside the ever so talented Larry Johnson, who is a photographer, an Art League member, and a Playboy cover getter, man. That guy that shoots amazing work. I I join shows with him on purpose because I wanna show alongside a genius like that, man.
Hell yeah, man. Well, that's what's up, brother. Well, guys, get out there, enjoy everything that this dude's doing and offering. If you need a more mural made, you got some ideas. This is the guy you got to hit up,
Yeah,
man. You know what
let's
I
do
mean?
it.
So heck yeah, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it, man. Make sure you go and follow us. Again, you're watching this obviously on Facebook or YouTube at this point. There you go, and you are officially unplugged.
Yeah,
And make sure you go follow us, like I said, and check out everything Johnny's doing, man. So hope everybody has a good one, guys. We are out and jumping out of here, man. Jerry will be live tomorrow with Hype Club, and we will be live, I believe, at 10 a.m. here on the Social Plug Media. So make sure you check it out, and we will see y'all then, guys. So we'll see y'all. Check it out.
later.